Hey, Dave Brennan here with Case IH. Let's take a minute and look at the wizard setup menus on a Pro 1200 display when running a 2000 series Case IH Early Riser planter. So as we look at our 3-bar menu, we come in and see that underneath our caliper we've got the planter setup wizard. Let's take a look at that. That wizard will direct the operator through the setup of that planter. There'll be arrows down in the lower right hand corner to advance those screens with some text along the way with helpful tips. So we arrow through to the next one. We see that first initial planter setup. That's going to give us things like how is that downforce controlled in the planter. And I can interact with any box that has that blue color to it or that blue outline to it. And now I've got different inputs that I can make. I've got hydraulic downforce on this particular planter. I've confirmed that. And I've got my different options then on that planter as well below with sliders to indicate whether they're on or off, meaning installed or not installed. I've confirmed that they're set up properly based on the configuration of my planter, and I arrow on to the next screen. The next screen that's going to come up is work condition, meaning what is that planter planting? We're going to see some default work conditions already populated on every single planter. We're going to see common work conditions for corn, soybeans, some very commonly planted crop types. We'll talk about work conditions in a future video. I've confirmed that I'm planting corn with that work condition. I'll arrow on to the next, again confirming how that planter is planting that corn crop, and I'll come to the next screen. In this particular case, with a 2150S, a split row planter, I need to tell it whether I've got all rows enabled or just the 30-inch rows. So in this case, I've got split row, just the 30-inch rows enabled. Now I come to a picture icon that actually gives me the layout of that planter. So this is going to be seed drives. So what seed drives are enabled, how many number of rows, and then what sections they're in, all called out on that display for me. I can confirm that is correct. Now I come to liquid. This particular planter has liquid installed on it. And again, the number of sections, I know that that's 3, and then the number of rows that are applying that liquid. I've confirmed that. I go to the next one, which happens to be measurement setup. Very important, critical for accurate seed shutoff. And we look and we've got our different measurements across there. Now, anytime we see a question mark on the Pro 1200 display, I can interact with that and it will pull up a sub-menu that will give me more information about what that measurement means. Those measurements are going to be pre-populated from the information that we already know about that planter and that tractor combination. We should not have to adjust those measurements. As I keep working way along, it's going to have me confirm that I do have every other row shut off. Those split rows are disabled, indicated by a red icon on that particular row. And now I come in and confirm my seed drives. I also confirm that population as well as the seeds per disc, and that's important to ensure accurate population. As I come along, now I see default measurements such as vacuum. We'll refer to the operator's manual to make sure that that vacuum is the correct level for the crop being planted, as well as things like our bulk fill speed. And then we've got our product delay to make sure that that seed shutoff placement is accurate, and we can make those adjustments for those various work conditions as well. And I'll arrow on to the next one, and now I see my default application rates. First up will be liquid control. And I see now I've got a couple default rates pre-populated in there, a 3-gallon work rate as well as a 5-gallon work rate. I'm happy with those, and I'll go ahead and click through the next one. And I come up with speed selection. So we'll be pulling speed selection from the tractor itself, and it's selected with tractor ISO speed. I know it's a valid speed source because I've got that information populated in there already. So I've confirmed that. I arrow on to the next one. Now it's going to go through a planter setup wizard save, and I'll hit save on that to save that information to that controller about that planter. At this point in time, it's going to go through a restart, making sure it's got all that information saved in the Pro 1200 display and ready for operation. That was the Wizard setup on the Pro 1200 display when running an Early Riser 2000 series planter. For more information on this, refer to your operator's manual or speak with your local Case IH dealer.